All right, I'm so glad I've got this new channel, this Ryan Learn Raw channel. Feel free to clip as much as you want for Delusional Ryan. I really don't care about it. It's hilarious that it's still going like this. And what I'm talking about is all the stuff. I don't know. I'm busy working at the moment. I'm busy building another high quality video that will soon be released on my main channel. Putting effort in that respect. I'm like I said, I'm really glad that I have this channel now because I can do these unedited videos where I just talk as I am, and it's not going to drag down my place in the algorithm on the channel that matters most, where I'm trying to genuinely do something real as a promoter and as an official commentator of the sport. So yes, you're going to have to deal with me here. I saw it was. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun reading some of the comments, and look, I will happily stand my ground on this one. People are saying, "Oh my goodness, Ryan, you're using this alternative channel just so Pradeep doesn't get the views." What on earth? You guys are such wankers saying things like that. As I said, Pradeep and I, believe it or not, Pradeep and I get along. Pradeep and I help each other. To the one out there I remember reading was this massive long rant about how Pradeep is this righteous, doesn't do it for the money, doesn't do it for, doesn't do clickbait, he doesn't post videos that are just trending topics. Pradeep's so objective and is such a good dude. Look, Pradeep's a good dude, but make no mistake about it. Pradeep's making a career on YouTube, as are we all. I help him to do that. We share analytics about what strategies are working, how to improve what we present to the sport, all that kind of crap. And guess what? Pradeep's doing well. Pradeep's doing well. And I take my hat off to him, proudly. Anyway, so I don't know, that was just one comment that I remember. But Pradeep is the only person with a moral compass on this one. Here's the thing I'm going to say one more time. And no, I'm not going to make a damn video doing a breakdown of what happened. As I said, I was late to the party. Right? Late to the party. When I saw the video, I was like, oh shit, snap, it's been out and he's getting crushed. Okay. And for people, the people who think that I'm condoning it, wake up. I don't condone it. I think it was a dick move. I think it was irresponsible, highly dangerous, and could have broken Kieran's arm. Is that enough? Do you get it? That's my official position. Do you also get through your skull my other position, which is when I became aware of the incident, right? Right? You ready? Think, guys, think, come on. Now, I'm not talking to the people that get it. I'm talking to the people that really just love writing comments that, oh, Ryan's got no moral compass. He's a hypocrite. He did it to Jules, but he's not doing it to Uncle John. I'm talking to you guys. When I became aware of it, the first occasion was a private message from John to the Fix group where we coordinate our next videos, and he wasn't well. He wasn't well. There was a red flag there. You know those red flags where you're like, oh shit, I gotta help a buddy. A buddy is not well. He's not in a good place. That will always, mother fudges, trump anything you want me to do. If anyone in the world that I know personally, especially, even more so, but if anyone comes to me with a red flag like that, I am going to intervene and help them. I am going to talk to those people, hear what's happening, hear their struggles, and assist. Why? It's the right thing to do. People have done that for me before. I've been to that place, and I've come back from that place. It's not a nice place. So to all you mother fudges that think that you can sit there and, oh, get your moment in the sun from this. Eat it. Go and eat it, seriously. I don't give a rat's. Unsubscribe. Go for it. I don't care. See you later. Whatever. The power in your unsubscription is 0. Does not affect me at all. I don't care. I'll probably get 200 more by the time you've finished watching this video, thought about it, cried a little more, and wrote a few more comments under my next video, or thumbs down it, whatever you do. Fact is, it doesn't have an effect. And the bigger factor is, I don't care. And I'm just going to crack on doing what I do. Making videos, improving the product that gets pushed out there, and keeping on being involved in the sport. So what else was there? I don't want to miss anything on this. So once again, just to clarify, in case for some reason you still don't get it, I don't approve of what Uncle John did. I think it was bad. It was irresponsible, dangerous. Okay? I'm not making a video about it specifically. Oh, that's right. I need to address all this Jules stuff again. Okay, let's go over it one more time. Jules, significantly stronger than his opponent. On a practice table. Okay? Very different to a competition match. I made a video about that. I was privately shown that video. No, it wasn't out there on the internet yet. I highlighted it because it was bad, it was dangerous, and I thought, shit, this needs to change. Jules also, unfortunately, had a track record of doing that. He had been banned from other clubs. He had been told he was not welcome under previous circumstances. So this was a serial case. And that got under my skin. The danger, the deliberate nature, and the repeated offense got under my skin. I put the video out there. Naturally, a pretty strong wave of cancel culture, whatever we want to call it, went towards Jules. I called Jules directly then. I spoke to the man, checked in on him, said, dude, you're getting a lot. Are you okay? Because that's a tough place to be when you're getting that much. Again, because I know what it's like. I've been there plenty of times. Uncle John's there right now. So I called Jules. I talked to him about that and asked him if he wanted me to take it down. He said no. He said, no, look, I need to own it. It's okay. Leave it up. Okay, about 12 hours later, he said, actually, do you mind if I take it down? And I did. I took it down. I made it unlisted. And it's still out there, but it's unlisted. You're not going to find it in a search. What I did next was replace it with a new video. I actually invited Jules onto a live. This is a couple of days later, but he was not up for the live, which Pradeep... hang on. Pradeep's bloody talking in the background now. Which, Pradeep, I know you invited John to do. And guess what? Surprise, surprise. It's hard for a person in that situation to actually want to get up and go on a live. They're not really up for the public stoning at that point in time. So Jules turned it down. And Uncle John turned it down. I offered Jules, well, we'll do it pre-recorded, man. We can just chat. You, me, and Matt Connolly, the guy on the table. Okay. Where are you, Pradeep, where are you about asking people in the room how it went? Where are you with talking to Kieran? Where are you with talking to John? You asked John one question, you invited him onto a live once, he said no, and then you just railroaded him. You just railroaded him from there. You didn't think to ask him gently. Didn't think to say, hey, are you all good, or how are you, what's happening, before you did what you did. Anyway, whatever. That's another lesson. So I invited Jules on, and Jules wasn't up to it. I said, okay, man. I said, myself and Matt Connolly, which was the other man that was subjected to the dangerous behaviour, we'll get on there. We'll talk it through. We'll talk about how the apologies have happened. We'll talk about how you've expressed remorse. We'll talk about how you've learned a lesson. And we'll talk about the optimism of the culture of the sport and the good people that the sport have moving forward. We'll do all that. And we did that. And if you want to see that video, it's on my YouTube channel. Go and look it up. Okay, you know what else I did? And again, feel free to ask Jules if this is true, to verify it. I offered Jules my time and energy to help guide him. I said, look, man, all this notoriety, all this negative press that you've just received, you can turn this into a positive. It's very doable. I said, I would more than happily help you to do that, man. More than happily help guide you on branding, on what sort of content to put out, on how to handle this situation, and turn your notoriety as this bad guy into something that actually will create positive opportunity for you. Okay, I put that out there to him quite extensively. We talked on it. He considered it for a while, and he ended up saying, "Oh, look, I'm not. I don't feel I'm good enough to do it. And he turned it down in the end. He turned it down, that marketing opportunity. So anyone who thinks that I treated Jules any differently, maybe be aware of that story. I treated Jules differently in the beginning, and I made the public aware of that dangerous situation, and he wore the consequences. I wasn't the one who did that for John. I wasn't the first person who saw it like I was with Jules. I was the 5,000th person who saw it. I didn't know it had happened until I'm just seeing all this craziness. And like I said, my first point of call was seeing John make direct comments that he was not okay. The big red flag that I need to check with a buddy if his mental health is okay. All right? So, there will be no breakdown video of this from me. There will be none of that. Okay? You know my opinion. I disapprove of what John did. Very, very clearly. Okay? So if I see any of you in the comment section under this say that I condone what he did, kick yourself in the shins again and again and again. Rewatch the video. I do not condone. Get that right. I do not condone what Uncle John did. It was irresponsible, it was negligent, it was dangerous. There is no part for it in the sport. He dealt with it on the day with the people in the room. The promoter was there. The athletes were there. They dealt with it. Has anyone asked Kieran how that went? Maybe start there before you just start the witch hunt and get the stakes all fired up. I don't condone it. It was a bad move. He'll be forever one of those guys. For me, Travis against Michael Todd was worse. Glenn Bankston against Cobra Rhodes was very similar. Jules against Matt Conley, for me, was actually the worst, given the strength difference and the practice table nature. And then this was bad as well. It's going to forever be one of those videos. But I don't care that you want me to put out a breakdown of it. I care more about the human being that I have a personal relationship with that I can make a positive effect on. So once again, go eat it.